Hi, Richard here, and today I want to talk about a hype, and in specific PPC hype or a pay-per-click hype that's busy going around. And what I want to talk about is, don't let anyone tell you you can just turn up at one major pay-per-click search engine. And by pay-per-click search engines, I'm talking about Google, Bing, Yahoo, and some of the others as well. And load up a few ads using keywords, sit back and watch the money roll in. Now, why am I saying this? Well, it's simple, because it's not going to happen. Unless you've been incredibly lucky or have the brain power of a budding Einstein. In fact, I don't even think Einstein would be able to get this right. But you can lose some serious money on PPC advertising. Now, I'm going to concentrate here specifically on Google AdWords. Its pay-per-click service has a number of advantages over the others such as Bing and Yahoo. There's a upcoming one, and you know what? Make no mistake, Google AdWords is a great product if you know how to use it successfully. But this upcoming one is going to probably be the downmise of Google AdWords. But that is for a different video altogether. Today, Google AdWords. PPC represents one of the few ways you can give your business a more or less instant boost. The information that I'm about to give you is really useful anytime, of course. But with us heading towards Christmas, we're always looking for some extra cash to buy our special friends, family and that presents, and always looking to basically get the best possible start in the new year. So, you're probably thinking, what is the secret? Now, I'm going to talk about preparation. Preparation is so vital. I'm going to cover one vital aspect in enough detail for you to actually use it to benefit your business, whatever that may be. And it's basically preparation. As with everything in your business, the secret is preparation. Would you put a product on your website before deciding where you're going to get it from, how you're going to manufacture it, how much you're going to charge for it, what the profit margin was going to be, and the logistics behind how you're going to distribute it, etc.? Well, of course not. And so it shouldn't become as much of a shock that you just can't pitch up at Google, load up a few AdWords and start making a fortune from it. Succeeding with AdWords needs to follow a similar process of preparation, just like everything else in business. Benjamin Disraeli, who had once said basically, failing to prepare is preparing to fail. Now that's a pretty powerful quote that, and I'd like you to remember that. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. So how do we prepare for profit? Well, the first step in this process is to select the right keywords for your business. Now, keywords is the words or phrases that people enter into those little search boxes at the search engines. So for instance, if you go to Google, you got the search box, you type in whatever you're looking for, and this is where your preparation must start, right at the beginning. AdWords has a very good keyword suggestion tool of their own, which they're forever improving. But even though how good it is, it's not the best place to start. Why? Simple. Because the vast majority of businesses start there. So essentially you and your competitors all end up bidding for the exact same competing keywords. Now, your advantage will be to bid less for loads of keywords your competitor hasn't identified. And this will be basically because all they've done is to use the AdWords suggestion tool. Now, to come up with some good keywords, you've got to brainstorm them. Get a group of friends, family, business colleagues, whoever, draw up a list of keywords and that people can be using to find your product or services. At this stage, don't leave anything out and don't let anyone pull rank on what should or shouldn't go into the list. You have to be specific, and I mean be very specific. Bear in mind that the trend in search terms over the last few years is to use more words in the search phrase itself. So, for instance, 5 years ago, if you wanted to buy a new computer, you have just entered computers into a search box. Well, today you're much more likely to enter laptop reviews, or if you're looking for a desktop, you might say desktop PC review, or even if you've got a specific model in mind, you might say the Dell laptop model XYZ, etc. The key is to be very specific. Now, obviously, there won't be as much searches for these more specific terms, but they do have a very overwhelming advantage over the more broader terms. The thing is, these prospects are actually looking for what you're selling, and that is, they are highly targeted prospects for your product or service. Now, if you've been following my other articles and videos and that, you basically will see that getting targeted prospects to your website, in other words, bringing more qualified visitors in, better traffic, more laser targeted visitors, your conversion rates and your sales will just go up. Now, this is one of the most important secrets to profiting wildly from AdWords. Now, rather than just donating part of your every month profit to Google, just be specific. Don't only bid on general keywords for your product or service. Find as many of the specific keywords as you can, and make it an ongoing challenge within your business to keep identifying new ones and to help build an expanding list. Hardly anyone does this, and you'll give yourself an unfair advantage over your competitors. If you're anything like me, I'd pretty much be smiling right at that. Any advantage is a good go for. So, I'm going to give you 10 more insider tips on how to make the best of your Google AdWords campaigns. Tip number 1. You must have some means of tracking the results of your Google AdWords campaigns. From the first click on your ad, right through to your sales leads generated or anything else you wish to measure. You need to know the value of every visitor to your website before even creating your AdWords campaign. If you're able to calculate it, or use AdWords to calculate it if you don't already know it. Tip number 3. Complete some preliminary keyword research before you go anywhere near Google. Tip number 4. When creating your first campaign, don't choose all languages and all countries. Be specific. Tip 5. Give some thought to how many ad campaigns and ad groups your business may ultimately need, and sketch out the structure with names for campaigns and groups that make sense for your business. Tip 6. Target every category of connected keywords with their own ad group. Tip 7. Generally, the more tightly targeted you make your ads, the better the click-through ratio will be. Tip number 8. Divide your keywords into many categories as you need, in order to ensure that you're able to write ads that specifically target prospects that you're using particular search terms for. Tip number 9. Use a different ad campaign for each country and language you want your ads displayed in. This will give you the most flexibility with your campaign settings. And tip number 10. Determine your unique selling point. This is a very big thing. Be very specific, and you're sure to go far away. If you'd like me to show you how the steps in actually going through creating a ad campaign, just drop me an email on that. And be sure to leave a comment below this video, and I always love hearing from you guys. Have an awesome day. This is Richard. Thank you.